Ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru Kenyatta is planning to use Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the Wiper Party leader, to shame and humiliate Raila Odinga and William Samoei Arap Ruto in 2027. I'm not so sure whether the plan is going to succeed, but the scheme is already taking shape. Yesterday, Martha Karua hosted Kalonzo Musyoka in Kirinyaga. The intention is also very clear: to introduce Kalonzo Musyoka to the people of the mountain. Again, the same yesterday, Ferdinand Waitito told the residents of the mountain that Kalonzo Musyoka is going to be their candidate in 2027.
Vile tumekuja leo pia tukiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, tumekuja hapa kuwatembelea tukiwa tu na ujumbe moja ya kwamba sisi wale watu ambaye tulichagua hii serikali tukiwa kwa UDA, tukiwa mimi niko pale mbele, sisi tunawaambia, na mimi najua nyinyi mlipiga kura kwa UDA, tulidanganya. Hii tuliambiwa uongo tu kutoka siku ya kwanza. Tukaambiwa maisha itakuwa nafuu. Saa hii maisha imekuwa double, imekuwa very expensive. Watu ambaye waliambiwa hakutakuwa na serikali ya mkate nusu, ona tena ilivyokuja. Na mnajua kabisa rais alikuwa ameapa hawezi leta serikali ya nusu mkate. Hata make sure kutakuwa na opposition. Saa hii anataka kumaliza opposition.
And of course, there are also plans to add a Kamba to Gema. But in this video, I want to explain to you guys the strategies or why Uhuru Kenyatta is actually planning to use Kalonzo Musyoka to humiliate and shame Raila Odinga and William Samoei Arap Ruto in 2027. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to Lemfi. Lemfi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money back to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into M-Pesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the pinned comment to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. First of all, do you think Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can defeat William Ruto in 2027? And I want to make this assumption that Raila Odinga might not be on the ballot into 2027. And therefore, Raila Odinga probably might be tempted to support William Ruto. So do you think Kalonzo Musyoka and Uhuru Kenyatta, that combined force against Raila Odinga and William Ruto, do you think Kalonzo can defeat William Ruto? Those are the questions which are being asked. But the fact of the matter is that William Ruto is actually one of the easiest sitting presidents to remove from office with a clear strategy. But can Uhuru Kenyatta, who failed to deliver the presidency to Raila Odinga, a man who was enjoying massive support across the country, a man who only needed the deep state to help him secure victory, do you think he can help Kalonzo Musyoka? Of course, politics is dynamic, and Kenyans might decide that they are tired with William Ruto. But why is Uhuru Kenyatta so interested in the candidature of Kalonzo Musyoka? Number one is Nairobi politics. Something is happening in the mountain. They are regretting why they did not listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. And I've talked to so many of my friends here on this channel or even offline, and there's a strong feeling that if they had listened to Uhuru Kenyatta, probably, even if they missed the presidency, they would not be crying over Nairobi. They probably would be the governor of Nairobi, and probably most of their businessmen would be doing businesses in Nairobi. But now they are focused on winning Nairobi. But how can they win Nairobi? Uhuru Kenyatta is keen on ensuring that Nairobi is won by the mountain. And the strategy is simple. The lawyer factor, and the strategy is simple. The Kamba votes and the Kikuyu votes. And let me ask you, do you think a good strategy of Kamba votes and Kikuyu votes can secure the Nairobi gubernatorial seats? Not only the gubernatorial, these guys are interested even in several seats in Nairobi. I was talking to someone who informed me of the elaborate plan, and that's why you are seeing Waititu outside there. In fact, the plan is Waititu can be that guy to win that seat for Mount Kenya. But they're also interested in several other members of parliament. Embakasi East, they believe that that seat should not be held by Babu Owino. They also believe that Ruaraka can be won by Akamba. They believe that Madari seat can be won by Akamba. They believe that Langata can be won by Akikuyu. So that if they combine forces, and of course the strategy is also to rope in the Bukusus through a Malwa, so that Timonyonyi will retain the seat because they believe Timonyonyi is still very popular. In Makadara, if Alado will not play balls, they're intending to sponsor another lawyer candidate there. I'm also told that they're also even planning Kibra to sponsor a lawyer because they believe lawyers are the majority in Kibra. So because they're interested in Nairobi, the guy who fits in their bill there is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka. Number two, the game of numbers. According to the plan, Kalonzo Musyoka will be the presidential candidate. And they're hoping to pair him with Rigathi Gachagua. If Rigathi Gachagua will not be picked by William Ruto as a running mate. But in a situation where Rigathi Gachagua will be picked as a running mate by Ruto, that strategy is definitely going to change. And now they are going to bank on Eugene Wamalwa. The intention is that they believe that if they can get the Bukusus through Wamalwa as a running mate, Kalonzo as a presidential candidate will consolidate the Kamba votes, which is true. Then they believe that the mountain is now not very happy with William Ruto. And the fact that the mountain is not very happy with William Ruto means that they can persuade the mountain to vote for Kalonzo Musyoka. And then, remember, Kalonzo Musyoka stood with Raila Odinga. They believe that Raila Odinga's strongholds, some of them, even without Raila Odinga, will still vote for Kalonzo, which could also be true. And they believe with that, Kalonzo will be able to defeat William Ruto. Of course, you add to the fact that Ruto is now very unpopular, the policies are not working. So they believe so. Number three, they're also going to play the betrayal card, especially in Azimio strongholds. That as we stood with Raila Odinga has now left. Please just vote for us. William Ruto has failed. We supported Raila. Please. So they're planning to play the betrayal card, especially on Azimio strongholds. They also understand that there are those Azimio supporters who are currently not very happy with the trajectory Raila Odinga is taking, because they believe that Ruto is playing Raila Odinga. In fact, the moment John Mbadi will try to sneak back, and I want you to mark this, The day John Mbadi will try to sneak back that finance bill through the back door, there'll be a very big problem. Number 4 is the Raila phobia. And this one, they want to play in the mountain. That last time you never voted for us, for Raila, because you were told he was bad. Now it's with the same guy who told you he's bad. He can't be good there. So I don't know how Raila phobia will play out, but in the mountain, it is definitely going to be a key factor. And the moment it will be used to rally the mountain, then the mountain will be delivered to Kalonzo Musyoka. In fact, sometimes I blame Kalonzo Musyoka. Sometimes I don't blame him, because politics is very expensive and maybe he might not be having the money. But instead of just behaving the way he's behaving, Kalonzo should just go outside there. Like, for example, this time now, when Kenyans are very bitter with William Ruto, Raila Odinga support base are undecided whether to go with Raila Odinga in Ruto side or remain decided. This was the right moment for Kalonzo Musyoka to start moving across the country. But of course, he can't move without money. Number 5 is the Gen Z factor. Uhuru Kenyatta, Kalonzo Musyoka, and their strategists believe that the Gen Zs, after their successful protest, will determine who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And because they believe so, Kalonzo Musyoka is investing heavily in the Gen Zs, so that he's going to use the tribal card, Kamba, Kikuyus, then front the Gen Z card, so that the Gen Zs can also rally around him. What I'm not so sure about is whether he will succeed. And of course, lastly, the Mount Kenya tycoons are going to fund Kalonzo Musyoka in a very big way, because they've tested the wrath of William Ruto, and they'll not be willing to continue with William Ruto again in the second term. Because even the first time they voted for Ruto, Ruto promised them businesses. Currently, all of them are suffering. So I don't know what you think, but for me, I'll be keenly following to see the trajectory the politics of the Republic of Kenya is going to make, and whether Kalonzo Musyoka will take advantage of Uhuru Kenyatta and Mount Kenya goodwill to consolidate his support in the mountain. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.